Yeah.
You know, nah, that won't be manly. And then we end up finding you with some, you know, if ukijinyonga, you shit on yourself.
Like I said, ladies and gentlemen, Kamlesh's views and opinions and expressions.
Oh, those are not my views. That is fact.
Do not represent.
You piss at first, okay, and then your intestines let go.
Against my better judgment. How did you know?
See, I told you we found the homie.
Ah, man, it was like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
So he had to be cleaned up. You know.
That's what's up.
And then as a person who's done his shadow work, there was a point in time where I had a psychiatrist and a therapist. And yeah, they were telling us about, not us, but me, you know, but I'm 3 in 1.
Multiple
personalities.
Yeah.
We exist in this singular body, but it is inhabited. But yeah, she was telling me that you will definitely shit on yourself when you know, put yourself at the end of a short rope. Yeah.
Ah, man.
Crazy,
man. But yeah, man, shadow work and the importance of shadow work in today's.
I thought Keith was here.
Yeah, man, he just disappeared, man.
Keith dipped.
Keith did the dipping.
Yeah.
Keith dipped some.
Keith
Deep Newsome.
Yeah, man. You're on a roll today.
Man, much love, family. much love. But yeah, man, we're talking about shadow work.
Yeah.
And like I said, it is the parts of you that you subconsciously reject. You know, and there's a psychiatrist, psychologist called Carl Jung. I don't know if you know about
Carl Jung.
Yeah, Carl Jung. Ah, man.
Yeah.
He's actually responsible for a lot of
everything.
Today's school of thought around psychology.
He created modern psychology.
True.
He is the point of reference of Jordan Peterson every time.
Yeah.
And Jordan Peterson is literally the embodiment of shadow work.
True, man. Hey, that man. You cannot face that man.
What do you mean? You know, he'll give you a very long answer when it has no answer for anything.
But it has food for thought.
Yeah, and it will make you reflect on your life. It will make you reflect on the things that you let bother you. It will make you reflect on the things that you hold on to. You know. There was this episode. I don't know if I should call it an episode, but he was talking to these feminists in the UK, and man, one almost made him cry when she was talking about men, because he understands the shadow work that he's had to do, so that whatever she's talking about can't phase him.
Yeah, but he was like, man,
you've seen it.
Yeah. He's even done an interview about that interview.
Yeah,
because he was.
And it's so, for me, I find it so healthy when you have such a masculine man able to be on national TV, international, on streaming platforms, and be emotional. It's such an empowering thing for me. Like, I feel like it's you should have the space as a man to actually express your emotions like that.
Yeah.
If they overpower you, let them. There's a reason why.
Just let it go.
You don't put up a wall to stop a wave.
True.
You just let the beach take care of the wave. Okay? But if you put up a wall, now here we are, pulling you in your shitty drawers.
Man, hey.
Off.
Hey. I ain't saying nothing.
So do you know how lawyers handle suicide?
No.
First of all, after you die, utazikwa usiku.
Hey, aibu.
You get? And then before wakuzike, they will whoop you.
But you're dead.
Yeah.
What?
They whoop the corpse, okay? And then they have to come perform a certain ritual. Same night you're buried, they come perform some ritual at your gravesite where watamwaga pombe hapo, sijui nini, and then you're buried at the farthest end of the compound.
Man, it's so shunned upon.
Yeah.
Ah, man. Hey.
That's
shadow work.
Shadow work.
Yeah, man. Walk through the shadows.
So that you don't get your corpse caned.
Yeah. Hey, man.
Wafura. Yeah, cause if you've heard of these incidences where mwili nakataa kuenda, you know,
I've heard about
and
that.
they have to talk to Wafura.
Like, oh, hey,
Nini mbaya?
bro,
Nani
just
alikufanyia nini?
let it go.
Achana nayo. Tuende nyumbani, ukakae nyumbani, ukaone papu yako. Unakatalia kwa njia aje sasa Wafura. And they have to, and once whatever is resolved, they can now proceed.
We should also talk about grief one of these days.
Yeah,
I love how the Luyas transition through their mourning and funerals, man.
Yeah,
They experience. It's not looked down upon. If you want to express yourself,
Cry.
if you want to cry
it out.
if you want to, man.
Yeah.
And speaking of shadow work and suicide, I saw that, first of all, I do not support the Catholic, but I saw a research that was done that said Catholics, through confessions, they have a lower rate of suicide, especially in men, more than any other
They have
sect
a?
of people. Catholics, as a group, compared to other sects, has the lowest rate of suicide.
Why?
Because of confession rates.
What?
Like, you know, you can enter that booth and just your deepest, darkest.
Man.
That man don't know you.
Man, that's why I can't be a priest.
Just be like, yo, me, big.
Now imagine if that's the case, go confess at a church where you're not a regular too.
But you know, Protestants, they have the. You know, but not this. It's just you, one-on-one, with the Father,
And there's a separation.
And
Forgive me, Father, for I have sinned.
And he gives you that
Hail
assurance.
Mary,
of, yo,
go do
You're
4 Hail
good.
Marys, 10 whatever,
yeah,
our
only
fathers.
for our fathers. And if you get out of there, like that weight, especially as a man.
Look, I can sin again now.
Yeah.
You know, have you watched Forget About It?
No.
So there's this cartoon called Forget About It, and it's a former mafia that snitched, and now he's in Canada. So forget about it. Okay, you get.
Yeah.
And then there's an episode where they talk about the relationship between the mafia and the priests.
Yeah.
So the priest in this case had a gambling problem. So he was for hire.
Okay.
You get?
Yeah.
So if they had like tough wars, he'd just be in a limo, and you could kill somebody and then just jump in the limo real quick,
and then
confess,
come
out, and you're good. And if you've just
man.
confessed and you're popped, ukitoka kwa limo, you're good with the man above.
Brand new.
Brand new.
Man.
Yeah.
But hey, man, it works. Because really think about it.
Yeah.
Most people
Forget about it.
Most people who commit suicide
Yeah.
feel misunderstood
Yep.
and unheard.
Yep.
And they have like all this burden and weight.
Yep.
Yeah, man. So just talk about it.
So, checking something here real quick. It says the shadow grows every time you repress. Okay? Another example is a little girl who is angry about something and starts throwing a tantrum. Immediately her mom tells her, stop it. Stop being so bad. Every time she gets angry, mom repeats the same thing.
Stop being so
Stop
bad.
it and be a good girl. That is repression.
True.
You get. So the shadow grows and the shadow grows and the shadow grows. And now, most people, that's how, I feel like Hitler didn't do no shadow work as well. You know, because you can't be, to a certain extent, evil people, or they've done too much shadow work. It's either one of the two that they I don't know how to express it, but I feel like it's either they didn't do the shadow work and they lived within the shadow.
No, I think they do not hide in. You know, people who are like, me, no, I'm not a good person.
Yeah.
It's that. It's like you just revel in.
Literally me every morning.
In your nature, like, yo, me, I'll F you up.
Yeah, real
and
quick.
I will sleep like a child. You know, I think that's what most villains operate from.
But have you ever realized villains make sense?
Yeah, to some extent.
No. So throw me a villain. Don't say the Joker.
Throw you a villain.
Yeah.
Man, everyone I'm thinking about will support your narrative.
Exactly.
Which I do not want.
Let's look at Lex Luthor.
Mm-hmm.
He's basically just trying to show humanity that you don't need this alien to defend your city.
Mm-hmm.
We can do it ourselves.
Yeah.
You get?
Mm-hmm.
That's why he's anti
Doom.
Who? Doom.
Dr. Doom.
Dr. Doom.
Yeah.
Okay, Dr. Doom basically is not a villain.
Mm-hmm.
He's an anti-hero.
Okay.
You get?
Yeah.
But Lex Luthor is a villain.
Yeah.
You get? And if you look at their back,
Thanos is a villain.
and he's right.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but if it depends if we are talking about the comic books or the movies. Because the comic books and the movies, he has two different motives for doing what he does. For the films. Yeah, because
humanity or no, life
needs balance.
It's bleeding.
Yes.
It's tilting.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So what do you do to get it back in balance?
Cataclysm.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Every time, and realize this, every time, and this is where you realize nature does its own shadow work.
Mm-hmm.
Every time we start tipping the scales towards one side, nature balances us out with a very catastrophic incident. And that is what basically shadow work feels like at the start. Like a catastrophe that you have to go through and survive.
And you cannot escape it.
Exactly. It's like, let's assume if a meteor hit Earth and killed 3/4 of the people.
It will be a very sad endeavor.
But what do the survivors have to go through?
But
And does the Earth recover? Is it easier to support the quarter that remains?
Mm-hmm.
Does the technology that comes after support green life? Is it more friendly to the environment?
Unpopular opinion, I actually feel like we're at the brink of a cataclysm.
Of course.
Yeah. Not tomorrow, but
if we were talking about astrophysics before if we talk about we are on the brink of one in the context of time and context of time and
space.
In space, we are literally already there.
Yeah, it's actually happening in a very low key.
Yep.
Slow.
That's why you see even humanity is trying to end itself. You know.
Man.
Yeah, and people don't understand it yet, but it's going to be something really horrific.